Hello everybody. So this is a video today, a special video for a special day, because really, I mean, the portfolio is up. It's not even. I mean, it's not even funny, and it's humbling. It's really humbling, and of course, the stock is up when I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I mean, I guess I took a flight. I'm in New York City today for an Indian wedding. Don't ask. Anyways, I'm there for like 10 days. Don't ask. The point is, when I'm on the road, stocks pop, and this is finally. I dropped my microphone. This is finally making sense. So my question is the market finally starting to make sense? Are we finally done with things like Fed bad, rates up narrative? I mean, I was going nuts, and if you follow the channel for years, almost. I've been at it for more than 2 years now. I was going crazy at the Fed, not commenting over it, not responding to comments about the Fed. Remember the SPAC bad narrative, the Tesla bad narrative. Sure, there's a few of these narratives that are still going on, like, manufacturing incentives are going away because the new administration hates manufacturing incentives. I don't think that's going to happen. It could. No financial advice. It could. All assets that are disruptive, in my view, at some point, disruptive assets, they have their day in the sun. This is not the day in the sun for Enphase, no pun intended, but this is the day in the sun for a lot of assets right now. Stocks can be beaten down for years and years and years. For how long can they be beaten down, though? The assets are like a coiled spring. At some point, the spring can't be pushed down anymore, and the spring explodes up. And that's why we say time in the market beats timing the market. I hated that I have a few, I guess not that many of these assets are like that besides Enphase. But I hate it too. When Bitcoin was down to 18,000 and I had bought a bunch of Bitcoin at like 40,000, I remember adding or something. Yeah, I was mad too. But now it's a 2x from 40,000. It's impossible to know when stocks pop. Sometimes you gotta be okay holding assets for years and just be boring. Sleep. Don't look at the account. I tell you many times, it's people in the comments section. I get notifications on my phone who tell you, oh, the stock is up. Oh, like this morning, someone tweeted at me, oh, look at HIMS. I was like, okay, I didn't know HIMS was 28. But, then I looked at the account and, it's humbling. It's really, really humbling. Assets do nothing for years and then they pop. And this is one of this day that's absolutely explosive. And so this is an unplanned video. I have nothing more than my quote-unquote hot takes on this. HIMS at $28. What am I going to say? Am I going to say again that it is still the most undervalued in my spreadsheet? I guess it's the third or the fourth most undervalued, but it's still extremely undervalued. Look at it from a price to sales basis, from a price to EBITDA basis. Look at it from a first principles basis, right? Healthcare from a first principles basis. Do we need 45,000 pharmacies? No. Do we need Walgreens? Do we need CVS? Do we need 45,000 pharmacies? No, we don't. We need a few automated warehouses. Who is going to have these few automated warehouses? Well, I don't know, but I sure know that legacy pharmacy is not going to have them. So hims and hers, in my view, that's going to be one of these pharmacies of the future. And they bundled the doctor in there, right? LifeMD. The reason why I bought LifeMD, posted about it on the Patreon. The reason why I bought LifeMD, pulled the trigger at $5.40. The reason why I bought it is they've announced they're launching their own pharmacy. They're getting into their own pharmacy. And I was dumb. I covered LifeMD back nearly 2 years ago. It was trading at $2 that was the first time I covered it in this video. It was trading at $2, and I know some of you in the comment section, you were like, okay, well, LifeMD, I find it interesting. I'm going to jump in. Yeah, I don't know where LifeMD is headed, but when you look at the metrics, if you remove work simply from LifeMD, enterprise value over gross profit over revenue growth, it is a 0.019 or 0.02 or something like that at LifeMD. So LifeMD is 3 times cheaper than HIMS. Same for Transmedics. Remember the sell-off of Transmedics? Like, it made no sense. the short term makes no sense. And I try to always go back to the qualitative assessment of the business. First, it starts with a qualitative assessment of the business. Does the business make sense from a first principles basis? Is this business modern? Is it lean? Was it founded in the 21st century by 21st century managers who have an understanding of business that is aligned with technology? And then and only then, once you have that, you can't really count on the valuation, to change too much or to change when you want to. You have to buy it. No financial advice, but I personally, I buy the stock when it is inexpensive, and I wait. And sometimes I could wait for 3 years. Sometimes I wait for 1 year. Sometimes I wait 1 day. In the case of LifeMD, that was 1 day, right? And you gotta be okay to wait. This is a long game, but the market finally seems to be making sense. And I hate to say this again, no financial advice. I hate to say this again, but I don't think the valuations are overstretched. I don't think the valuation for Bitcoin is overstretched. Let's talk about Bitcoin now. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Right, 84,000 on Bitcoin. And I've decided, what, because this is the phase where the people who you know, this is the phase where your family starts asking you, because my family's known that I've been into Bitcoin since 2015, right? It's like this is the moment. I mean, just in time before Thanksgiving, right? This is the moment where your family starts telling you about Bitcoin. Oh, I heard it's 84,000. No, it's too expensive. So this is what I've decided to say. This is my reasoning, because I think it's going to break 100K. And even if it breaks 100K in 2 years, by the way, I don't care. It's a long-term asset. I've done my qualitative assessment of it. But this is what I'm going to say. Sometimes if Bitcoin hits 100K and say, oh, should I buy it at 100K? This is what I'm going to answer. No, you should probably wait until it's $1 million. You should probably wait until Bitcoin's $1 million, then think about it, right? This is probably what I'm going to be answering in real life. As Saylor says, I'll be buying the top forever. Guess what? Saylor bought the top. He mentioned that he bought the top. The top was 74,400. He's up 10 grand per coin on 27,200 coins. Like that's the philosophy. So when people say, "Oh, should I buy at 100K?" I'm gonna say, "Nah, you should probably wait until it's $1 million." Probably. No financial advice. Last video I covered Bitcoin. I recommend Matthew Crater. If you're very very busy like me, he's great because he makes very short videos. Anyways, that was his victory video. Absolutely a must watch. I highly recommend it. By the time he posted it, Bitcoin went from 81 to 84. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And you know what? If Bitcoin gets back to 72, do you I'm not gonna care. It's not. This is not a leveraged play. And I think this is my channel attracts a lot of people who are not leveraged. Right? When you're not leveraged, when you own your stock outright with no margin or next to no margin or maybe just a little bit of margin. I mean, I suppose if you want no financial advice, but if you want to do 2%, 3% margin, I suppose it's okay. Even 10% is probably okay. But anyways, it's not the point. These assets are volatile. They're dangerous when you're highly leveraged. When you have mark-to-market leverage, that's when it gets dangerous, right? If you own them outright, if you own the common, and in my channel, I mostly deal with the common. I have a few leaps here and there. I do a few leaps, like a few Tesla leaps. That was particular that I got a few leaps on him. So I was pretty happy about that when it was trading at $10 because, I don't know, they were criticizing the CEO for whatever. It's the short term makes no sense. It seems like we are entering a period, and I don't know if it's the next month, 2 months, 3 months, or the next 3 years. It seems like we are entering a period where actual analysis makes a little bit of sense, and I am pleased. And I'll conclude with CleanSpark really briefly. Again, this is more of a celebration video. Yeah, CleanSpark. I saw the comments. Many of you told me, "Oh, what's happening to CleanSpark? Blah blah blah. It's dangerous." Well, CleanSpark was gonna open eventually, and it was gonna catch up. So yeah, nobody missed out on the gains on CleanSpark. Right now, it's up 20%. It caught up. It's unfortunate they had this clerical error, but again, was it a reason to be fearful the whole weekend? I think, I think investing in the stock market, it's a lot of emotions, it's a lot of psychology, it's a lot of controlling your own emotions, and not following the day to day. And if you have the Robinhood app, maybe remove the notifications. Maybe don't allow push notifications on any of these assets, because these push notifications, they can stress people out. And I hate that I have to follow this because of this YouTube channel. But today is a good day. Today is a good day. But the good investor, and again, this is no financial advice. Last time I'll say that the good investor today, he or she should not rejoice. He or she should not be sad. You should just be stoic. Like today, I did my daily DCA. Right? Today I bought a little bit of GenMab this morning. Daily DCA. I take my monthly allocation to stocks, divided by 20, and 1/20th of my monthly allocation, I pick a stock. And each day. And that's how I deal with my urge to invest. That's how I deal with Ben Graham's itch to do something, the itch to trade. If you read Ben Graham, I think it's chapter 15 in Ben Graham, if you read this chapter, it's like the danger for the individual investor is that he has the itch to trade and needs to deal with the itch to trade. I deal with my itch to trade because I love stocks. That's why I have this YouTube channel. I deal with it by just investing 1/20th of a monthly DCA in a stock. Today I bought GenMab. I'm not getting excited. I'm not getting sad. That's the way that I think most people should react about this. Obviously, it is humbling when you see the performance. It is really, really humbling. And stocks, assets like Bitcoin, they're a life changer. And so, anyways, stocks are on fire today. I think we are going to enter a wonderful period of time across the next 3 to 4 years. And being in New York City right now, America is I mean, I'm biased, of course, because I decided to move here, but it's the best country on earth, no doubt. It's just what I think. And the American ingenuity, you see it on full display in a city like New York. And I see it in Texas. I see it everywhere. And the American stock market, to quote Warren Buffett, as much as I disagree with him sometimes, the American stock market is perhaps the greatest economic force that has ever existed. And today's a special day. So anyways, thank you all for watching. This was not financial advice, no investment advice. Please subscribe. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on X. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.